How's everybody doing? This is Anthony Sloan,
Jennifer Sloan.
Warrior Team Fitness. I'll tell you.
It is August 3rd.
Oh yeah, she likes to date.
I do like to date.
So, in August, you guys know that we're switching calls to Mondays. One of the other parts of this, we're not going to spend the first 15 minutes explaining to you what's on sale and all that stuff. We just want to get down to what we're doing, where we're going, and getting passionate about changing lives. It has been extremely impressive with how many lives you guys are changing. The simple fact that me and Jennifer are getting into this group every single day and going, who's this person? Who's this? Like, this is happening so fast that we had to figure out how to open up more of Jennifer's downline so that we can see how you guys are adding coaches. So it's really awesome to see what you guys are doing right now.
Yep, it was my first day of being able to see 5 rows deep of y'all's coaches, from just starting from my first downline all the way down to the 5th part. It was actually, I was hooting and hollering because I figured out how to do it. No one has ever told me that, so don't let anybody ever tell you that you cannot play around on the computer and figure something out by yourself. So Anthony got home and I was like, look what I figured out.
Obviously, I am going to be honest with you guys, that is another reason why we're taking what we're doing and we're really trying to push it down into you guys, because the mentorship that we're getting from Jessica Nelson, just from all these different levels is absolutely amazing. And we have learned so much in just the last month that we don't know how else to give it to you guys except for team calls. So that's why we're stressing calls. So
organization is crazy, guys, because I'm figuring out how to do a newsletter, and I've taken information from these other coaches to see how they've done it and tried to work it to where it's me, if that makes sense, because I can have all these wonderful programs and how Tisha does it or how Jessica does it and how Ruth does it or how Mark Briggs does it or any of that. But if it's not me, then it's not going to be as powerful, okay? So be watching out for the newsletter. I don't care if you guys make your own newsletters. Go right ahead. Make your own welcome emails with your own welcome stuff. But we have sent it out to you for the purpose of it being duplicatable. You can filter it all down the way you want to, the way to make your life easier. It doesn't matter. I will be adding different things. If you guys have noticed looking through that email, the Google Drive, I can add more videos to the information that's on there and to my playlist from YouTube. So be mindful that I will be adding stuff as we go along. Also, in the group, there's a files tab. I don't know if anybody has seen it. Some of you should have already. But in the files tab, there is a new thing for new coaches. There's a document in there. You can tag your new coaches in there. That is a quick bit of information. I've updated it. And that's valuable stuff too until you can or figure out an email of your own, or you get to email them ours. And literally a lot of it is just copy and paste. It is very simple information. Simple ways to transfer it all down to everybody else in your downlines.
The biggest thing is that you have a lot of new coaches, and you might start off with some people that maybe they have sales experience, and this becomes very easy for them. But you're going to meet people that have absolutely none. They just want to get healthy, and they just want to pay for their shakes helping people. When that happens, you need to be able to give them something that makes them successful. And because we use social media, it is very easy to talk face-to-face sometimes or to talk over the phone, but to use social media as a training device, this is how we've seen that it does work. And so when we set this up for you guys to be able to transition right down the line and build coaches that are successful, so that if you are a mom that works from home, or if you're a husband that just wants to retire yourself, or you have a wife that wants to retire her husband, you have the tools to take it and run with your team.
Yep. You ready?
Ready for what?
We're going to get to the core of the information here, because that was the tip of the iceberg. So Anthony had this wild idea about a couple different things, okay? But one that we narrowed down that we thought was just going to be something, because we have a lot of new coaches coming in here. And we have some, like he said, that either know what they're doing or absolutely have no idea what they're doing. So it's good to reiterate some information and then give new information that we've learned along the way. So that's basically what we are going to do. So one of the things that I wanted to really mention was to dig deep within your heart and figure out why you started the mission that you're on right now to be a better you. Why did you start? Why did you even talk to us or your coach, whoever it may be, about starting a program or drinking the Shakeology or signing up as a coach to work from home? When you figure out that why, it changes so many different things for yourself. Not only does it change the way you post or the way you interact with people, but what it does is it also gives you a confidence booster. You'll notice that your speech is changing. You'll notice that your influence around other people and interaction with other people is changing. And I heard for I don't know how long from Tisha and Brian, just find your niche. Just find your niche.
God, I got sick of hearing them say
that. Still, every time I hear the word niche, I cringe because I hated that word. Because she would say it to me so often, and I don't mean this meanly in the least bit, because it made me search out why. It made me search out what the purpose was in front of me and what I wanted to get out of it.
I didn't even know what niche meant.
She didn't even know what niche meant. After a while. What do you mean,
find my niche? Okay? I'm asking these people that want to freaking work out, and they don't even know if they want to work out. What do you mean by freaking niche?
Well, okay. So you don't get tired of hearing me say it if I say it to you, because you become who you hang out with, okay? So we're on the phone with Tisha and Brian pretty often, and they were just here in Fayetteville, and we had breakfast. So, I mean, we are involved with them. But the purpose of your niche is your why. It's your why. All it is figuring out what makes you want to do better. That's all it is. And in figuring out what you want to do better, it helps create a better you. It helps create a better crowd, so to speak, or a following of those people that are on Facebook. It takes it away from the people that are naysayers to the people that are, oh yeah, I want to join them. I want to do what they're doing. Let's do this now. So once you start figuring out that niche or that why, then you will start hearing more yeses.
The why, I really want to emphasize this. Okay, I want you to think, why? Why do you want your kids to grow up and be good people?
Mm-hmm.
Why did you marry your husband or your wife? Or why are you in love with somebody else?
Or why did you pick the trait that you picked?
Why did you decide to join this team and to work out? Because guess what? For you guys, and for us, let me explain for us. For us, our marriage was falling apart. Okay? She was unhappy with the way she looked. I was just unhappy with being me and struggling with so much stuff going on in my head from war and buddies. And I mean, I literally told her one day, I will pay the bills, just leave me alone. So when we started this, it was an endurance. So what made you start it? Because when you figure out why you started this, was it to be comfortable in your own skin? If you listen to Casey Walker talk, I mean, the guy was uncomfortable in his skin. I mean, his story was just amazing just to hear it in the car.
Hmm.
when you talk to some people that are on medications and everything else, there's a why in everyone's story. It doesn't have to be dramatic, but you have to be able to tell your story. That's what separates us from being salesmen and being people that share, is because we're sharing our story, our why.
But when you effectively find your why and the reason what you're doing and why you wake up every day to do it and why you talk to another new person that you have no idea anything about their lives, or why you go searching for a mom's group, or why you go searching for people that like to boat, or why you go searching for people that like dogs. Once you figure that out, you can effectively share life with them. And I'm not saying just a conversation here or there. I have people that I've been talking to since I started coaching that they are like, wow, you are an amazing person, not to build me up, but because I have purpose to know more about them, and then they trust me. You will start seeing an amount of trust develop. And that's where it becomes a relational factor. That's what this is. Beachbody has had me wholeheartedly from the get-go because it is a relational business. We've gone to church for I don't know how many years, even when we were younger, and when we were going to youth camp or whatever you want to call it, youth ministry, whatever it was, we sat in like rows of seats, and hardly anybody talked to us because we did not know anyone and they didn't know us. Not only were we teenagers and we wanted to be by ourselves half the time, but
I was just trying to make out.
It was like you were in this bubble and everybody had their own little bubbles. But when I heard the first person's transformation story that I heard was Jessica Nelson's. And then I heard Morgan Alexis's. And then I already knew Tisha, but I didn't know half that stuff about Tisha. I was inspired, okay? Because their lives took from worrying about themselves and only worrying about conquering their own things into something that popped that bubble and let them seek out other people, that their lives could be changed as well. So it makes you less self-centered and, what is the word, more seeking out to help other people versus only worrying about your own gain. Some people do start out where we are like, okay, I got to make money, I got to make money, I got to make money. This is what I'm going to do for a lifetime. But other people really do like to help people. And I think that that's where we're all at on this team. We really do want to help people. We want to see their lives become healthy. And what I wanted you to really think about is we're just regular people, okay? Regular, ordinary people. But we're doing extraordinary things for people and with people, because I don't know about you, but I try my darndest not to have someone just sign up as a coach or sign up with a challenge pack or a program or Shakeology. And I don't want to leave them on the wayside. I don't want them to be left alone trying to figure all this crap out on their own. It was hard enough for me to do it, and I was in every challenge group I could possibly be in for the first 6 months just so I could stay motivated. I know how hard that is. I want them to feel accustomed to being able to come to me, ask me for help. Do you have a recipe? This is how I feel. How can I help you? Can you help me? Any of those questions. I want to be the people that they come to.
One thing I really just want our team to grasp, okay? I want you to understand our heart. Our heart is totally to help people, and I'm going to try and do this without getting choked up because I'm literally like, feel that knot right there. We are very, very passionate about this. This has changed our life. You are more than just somebody that's going to help us make money. You are more than somebody that's just helping us cycle team bonuses. This is an opportunity that when we start making enough money, we're going to take that money, we're going to tithe it to our church, then we're going to take some more money, and we're going to start building orphanages. Like, this isn't about us. You guys have to understand that this is not about us. Like, this is literally about the changing lives. And because that fact right there, I want you guys to realize that because of that fact, we have become stupid popular that we shouldn't even be this popular. I tell Jennifer all the time, I don't even know why we're this popular. But you know what it is? It's because people just love the heart behind the person. Mm-hmm. If I was to get on Facebook every single day, or if I was to get on YouTube and you instantly just looked at me and was like, oh, that guy's just trying to be Facebook famous. He's just another one of those people. Then eventually you're going to look at it and you're going to go, I don't need to see this crap. I don't need to watch this. My videos will be obsolete to you. But because there's a heart behind it, because there's a motivation, there's an inspiration, people follow that. Because everybody else is full of crap.
When you start to dream bigger than you ever have before, it like attracts people to do the same thing with you. So if I'm dreaming bigger, ultimately it's going to help someone else dream bigger, which is going to give them hope. And that's where this is. You are giving people hope. So we have some key things that we want to think about following while you're on social media. I don't want you all to think that you can only do Facebook. You can only do Instagram. There's social media sites out there all over the place. If you're a blogger, you're really great with words, you want to be a writer, blog it up. That is an area that you can totally excel in. If Pinterest, I am going to figure Pinterest out at some point. I'm going to try.
She says this every day. I want you guys to know this. It's like Pinterest got her fired up.
It does, because I follow stuff on there and I get notifications of people following me and repinning my crap. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm going to figure y'all out and it's going to be on. And honestly, there's Twitter. I don't know how many people actually use Twitter, but I still get Twitter notifications, and I don't even use Twitter anymore. I really don't.
A great guy to follow for that, if you are writing, his name is Gary Vaynerchuk. Okay? Mm-hmm. V-A-Y-N-E-R Chuck.
Huge last name.
He's the same guy that wrote Jab, 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 Right Hook. He said, and amazing when it comes to social media.
The social media guru. Now, Don't watch it around your children at all. He has a potty mouth beyond imaginable, okay? But he is very smart, and he is making tons of money to figuring out social media.
I don't think you can say potty mouth to Nicole.
Well, I did, okay? But now take those websites, and I just listed like 4 of them, and I actually threw in 5 because I said bloggers. You really, 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 it is amazing to be able to have friends that are actual coaches with Beachbody and stuff like that. But pay attention to your news feeds or whatever your local listing of your social media sites are coming up. If all you're seeing is coaches, you need to figure out a way to see the non-coaches as well, okay? I'm not saying completely unfollow everybody and don't be friends with people that are coaches. Have a select few and follow the others, okay? And figure out that you can see the people that are hurting, pay attention to the people that are out searching for friends or need to find hope in something, and those are the people that you want to seek after and start building a relationship with. But at the same time, you want to be making sure that you are posting at least 3 times a day to the max of 5 times a day. Anything after that is a little scary.
Okay, well, here's my method, okay? Here's what I do. I seriously blow up the news feed in the morning, okay? I might knock out 3 posts right in the morning.
Before he even comes downstairs.
Hey, how many of you guys have been fishing, okay? Brooks, I know badass Billy Brooks has been fishing quite a bit, okay? So, you know when you throw out a couple reels, you're like, you know what? I'm going to catch a fish. Sometimes that's the way I post. I might try one with my Shakeology post with me drinking my shake. Then I have one of me like trying to get some loving from my wife, which usually is a battle. You know, she's an angry person. And then I might have another one where, you know, it's me like wrestling my son to the ground, trying to put him in a rear naked choke. But I'll throw out a couple hooks, okay? And I call them hooks all the time because I want to see what my audience is following. I know for a fact if I post something about my family, right now, when we started out, I might get like 5 likes maybe when we first started this. Now, I posted that stupid video of me looking like a fool while I was dancing, and in a couple minutes, literally in a couple minutes, there was like, how many did I say, like 65 likes or something like that? So what I've done is I built an audience. I built a following of people just going, what's going on in the Sloan's life? What are they doing? Now, till this day, if I post, who wants to drink Shakeology? Like, it's like a cricket fest. It's like all of you guys like it. Like, there's like nobody else. But there's like, I mean, it literally, you have to watch. You're giving them motivation and inspiration for where they're going. So when we say to watch for those people that need hope, it's not that we're saying, hey, go prey on those people that are lost. When we say reach out to them, when we reach out to people, you have to realize that we reach out to them. There's a couple people in here that just joined because of the business, you know, like, I mean, Romero, the first time I talked to Romero and I shared the business with him, I shared the video and he said, dude, I love it. I'm going to sign up on the 1st. But I'm talking to people right now that are like, I don't know. I'm not really good at stuff like that. I don't know if I'd stay committed. And we continue to talk to them and just continue to love on them, really.
But what you're doing is like he said, you're watching your core audience. So you are going to get silent stalkers, okay? And I don't mean that negatively at all. That is exactly what they are. People will come out of the woodworks when you have something that really inspires them. When they come out of those moments, you better be on them because they've been watching you for months. They've been watching what you're saying, every single word. They've been watching every video you post, every picture that you post, and they know when there's someone real and when there's someone just seeking to get some money or to just, they have an ulterior motive. But in that audience and those posts that you're creating, I like to follow a guideline. Anthony makes me go outside my box and figure out some more creative ways. And sometimes I do, but he's the more creative and I'm the more wordy, okay? I like to word things a certain way, and I've had to figure that out in the long run. But I like to stay around a post of something that is gonna not only motivate me, but it will motivate someone else. I like to sometimes post a workout video. If my cheeks are flushed, those are the ones I like to post. If I actually have a drip of sweat, because I don't really sweat that crazy amounts, my lungs are on fire usually, I will post something like that because I know that 80% of people's cheeks are gonna get flushed, and if I don't care, they're not gonna care. I will post about my Shakeology. Anthony is amazing at throwing things together in the shake, so we like to post sometimes a creative way that we've made our shake. I also like to post fun facts, okay? I like to laugh. Everybody else likes to laugh. Sometimes I even do a call to action, and that means that they actually have to respond to a question that I've created or somehow, some way interact with me in that post. I do those on core times of the day. So like between the 8 and 10 o'clock hour, there's people usually sifting through Facebook because dinner's done, dishes are clean, kids are getting ready to go to bed, and people are on Facebook because they're sitting there watching TV and they're doing nothing. Okay, so those are awesome times to post too. And those are when I do my most call to actions, or when I'm trying to look for people for open house. Those are prime times. But what you need to think about is positivity attracts positivity. So will negativity. Negativity will attract negative people. You don't want that on your Facebook page. You don't want that on your Instagram. You don't want that on, Pinterest, if you figured it out yet. You don't want that on your Twitter. Like, I haven't posted on Twitter in forever. But anyway.
They say that Twitter has become a kind of an older market. So
like MySpace and all that crap. I hated MySpace. But anyway, always,
jeez, that was loud.
Post a picture, a video, something. Because if it is only words,
let me show you what sifting on Facebook looks like.
They will breeze right by that stuff if it is only words and nothing catches their eye. And we've had to learn this the hard way, so I'm just trying to help you in the long run, okay? I'm not trying to tell you what to do, but I'm suggesting what you should do.
Google image works wonders.
Yep. Do something funny, like funny facts. Anthony loves whatever memes, okay? He loves those bad boys.
I was talking to 3 girls today, and I looked up Michael Jordan quotes. And I was talking to them about failure and how strong they need to be as they get ready for junior high and high school. And I started reading them Michael Jordan quotes like this. And that was all I did. And I just kept reading quotes about Michael Jordan talking about failure. So, no. We're going to skip that one and go right to that one. No, you should go that one.
We never skip my points of topics. So anyway, sorry. That was just a joke. But you want to, in all those posts that we are talking about, if you do not have, say like you have 10 minutes or whatever, and you're not talking to anybody, and it's your primetime power hour or 2 hour or whatever you do in your time, respond to those people that are liking and commenting on your posts in a personal conversation. That is literally what we have done for I don't know how long, and I don't know how many sales we've gotten out of it because of that very thing. It's like those silent stalkers that all of a sudden come out of the woodworks. That's exactly what they are too. If you are responding to them when they are liking your stuff, you're going to notice it more, and the more opportunities that you get to talk to them.
That's actually every one of our coaches that would be listening to this call is because you've liked or
oh man, you heard our secret.
Followed our posts for so long, and then eventually asked, hey, what the hell are you guys doing?
But this is the final topic. We have about 5 minutes left.
Can I read yours? Let me read it.
Sure.
Because this was my favorite point that Jennifer jotted down today. I love this. Be your own target audience. Be your own target audience. If you want to see negative stuff, and you want a bunch of negative coaches, and you want a bunch of negative people that are going to help make more negative people, then be negative. If you want a bunch of people that are passionate and want to change lives, then be passionate. Show them how to change lives. But what I can tell you is that all we're going to do, we are going to give you everything that you need to succeed. We're going to give you everything that you need to train, mentor, disciple, whatever you want to call it, and to build a team that eventually you can make 6 figures with, you can make 7 figures with. And it's from helping people.
Some of these people on these teams, you may witness them on like YouTube or whatever, and hear about their teams and their legacies or whatever it is that they want to call it. But what it is people on their team have become bonded together. They have found other people just like them who wanted something more out of life, and they've become best friends or families together. They associate with each other often if they live by each other. They've bonded in some way, shape, or form. And when you have that connection with someone, there's nothing that can stop you. There's nothing that can get in the way because you're bonded, you're connected, and there's nothing that's going to get in the way to tear you apart. And that may sound deep and that may sound crazy, but it's factual and it's true. Okay? So Anthony's talking about be your target audience. Be the person and the people that you want to see come to you. If you want people that have big hopes and big dreams in their lives, then you have to be that person for them. If you like other people's posts a certain way, like you're inspired by other people's posts, figure out how they do it and do it your way. Do it your way, your way. This is your business. This is your Facebook, your Instagram, whatever it may be. Get what is really deep down in there and let it all come out, and be positive, and enjoy the ride. That's all I can say.
You guys are really, I want you to understand that we are growing faster than probably most teams in Beachbody right now because of the heart that we're going after. And in the end, it's not about being popular. It's about how many people can you look back and go, that person used to be 300 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
Their life is completely changed. I knew that person. They were big in high school. They grew up big their entire life. And now look at them. They see their abs. Change their confidence levels, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Be the person that inspires people to see themselves differently.
But I hope you all have a great night. And I hope that you have a wonderful week ahead of you. Stay connected, and we will talk to y'all soon. Bye.
Bye, guys.